Let's try this page. I'm going to add a little gesso. I am going to glue some painted papers because I have to get rid of my scraps. If I glue papers on top, what's the point of adding gesso? Oh my gosh, I forget. A lot of times I just go for the paint, I grab gesso and I start painting over it, and let's see, maybe I can just do some stenciling here on top of the gesso first, and then maybe add a little painted paper. Some yellow. Some neon pink. A little more gesso. This is deli paper that has been colored with, I think, just sprays and stencils. And I like it because it has some blue on it. I want to bring this blue over here and calm this down a little bit. Let's try a little violet. Seems to be similar to the color that's already here. This is very old. Maybe I need water. I like this. Again, maybe a little more gesso. I'm going to remove some of the gesso by putting these circles on it, and with a little rubbing alcohol, I'm going to spray on this paper towel and see if I can remove some of that and see what happens. Sometimes if you put a lot of one color down and do this again with the water and you remove a lot of that color, you will have the circle shapes left underneath. And it looks really cool, but it didn't do it here. Barely. Here you see a little bit. You barely see it here. Maybe slightly in some areas, a little bit. But I like that I have some of my yellow back and some of that neon pink. I love the combo of the neon pink with that yellow. And yet it's not super crazy. Doesn't hurt your eyes. Now I think we need some contrast. Some mark making with this violet. I really love this color. Let's see. Prismacolor pencil. some Posca in white to highlight or brighten it up. I think I need a little blue. I obliterated some of my white marks, which can be easily added, but I figured it needed more blue. And I think I'm thinking now of a focal point for the middle here. And I'm going to have to get either some fabric or maybe craft paper. Let's see what I can find. The more I look at this, I'm not liking it. And this happens more often than not. So I like parts of it, but as a whole, I don't like it at all. So again, we go back to the gesso. More gesso, and I might just need a little bit to bring it all down and bring the colors down a little bit, or who knows, I guess maybe I'm just tired of looking at it, and yeah, I'm not liking it. I thought I did, and then I don't know, maybe I need a break. Let's see what happens if I get some of it, pick some of it back up. I like this much better. The other one was too defined. It was driving me nuts, and it was dark. And so this is lighter. I like it better. I can still see my marks. My little dotted marks here are little squares, little forms I created. Yeah, it's hard. I'm not very good at mark making, so practice. Okay, I have taken a break, and it's a new day and fresh eyes. And I like this a little better than I did last time, probably because I'm not staring at it for a long time. What I decided to do is, with my Prismacolor pencils, I brought back some of the markings from my stitches that I had lost with the white gesso, and I rubbed the pencil over them to bring it back up, and also some of the texture on the page just to give it a little contrast, and framed it a little bit. That helps me, helps my eyes. And what I want to do now is use this fuchsia Inktense pencil. I don't have a fuchsia in Prismacolor. This is a water soluble, but I'm not going to activate it with water. I'm just going to use it as a pencil. And what I want to do is just highlight a little bit these little markings that I made with pink paint. I'm going to just bring it back so they pop. Let's see. I'm thinking maybe of actually activating the Inktense pencil with a little water. Now I changed my mind. And I just want to see what happens. I haven't played with these in a long time. And they're really beautiful. I don't know why people don't use these more often. I'm just using a watercolor brush. It already has water in it. And just see, I think it makes a difference. because these are very, very intense, like their name, Inktense. And so they're very bright, vibrant, very, very beautiful if you like bright color, vibrant color. So let's see. I like that for now. I may change my mind. And what I'm thinking I'm gonna do is add this piece of scrap fabric. This actually came from an old shirt of mine that I didn't wear for a long time. It's not straight, it's crooked, it's fine. It's crappy looking. And I have this little bird that I cut out from a book, and I thought that gives it a nice look like this. It helps my eyes rest, only because I've stared at this for so long, and probably because there's so much pink here and so much pink over here. I think all that pink was driving me nuts. So this will really bring the pink down and highlight the bird. I like this. I think I'm going to maybe just add a little stitching, black stitching here, and see what happens. This is what I have. And now my little bird right there. I think that's nice. And maybe highlight the edges with white again. Since I rubbed the gesso over it before, it just kind of blended everything in. There's not much for highlights. So just do that a little bit. Maybe put in a word on top of this afterwards. But yeah, I would say that's pretty cute like that. I don't necessarily love this background. I still see a lot of pink, but I gotta move on. I'm not gonna keep messing that for this type of journal. I really like this centerpiece here, and I went ahead and unraveled the edges of this fabric. I think it just gives it a nice touch. It reminds me of a little bird's nest perhaps, and then the cute little bird in the middle. So maybe I will go look for a word, but first I'm going to do some highlighting with the Posca. So I added some margins, and I like to write on the margin and doodle, and I added extra doodles, little hearts and dots around the piece, the center piece. Maybe a word, I don't know, or maybe just leave it like that. Well, this one doesn't have a word, so maybe I could have a word here. Let's see. This is funny. I found this phrase I had kept, or I had cut out of a book. It says, "The glory kept shining and bright in my eyes." This has been kind of bright in my eyes, so I'm just going to cut this part and glue it down. Bright in my eyes. Okay, I was thinking I was going to be done with this. I have cut the little phrase in little bits, every word, and I like how it lays like this. However, this is just one of those pages that just causes more overthinking maybe, I don't know. But what I'm noticing is what I did with the Inktense pencils, bringing up a little bit of that pink. I'm not liking it. I'm not liking it anymore. That's crazy. I don't know what it is, if it's just too much pink. Let me see if I can remove some of that. Yeah, with a little alcohol. I'm rubbing some of that intensity off. See how it comes off? And I love Inktense. It's just for this specific project. It's just not. I don't need more intense color. Oh my goodness. Just to have it where I like it and I'm content with it. It just needs to be toned down a little bit. Maybe I don't love these marks. This has got to be it. I'm done. I'm done. On camera, these look so bright. These little fuchsia bits. They look so bright. Not in real light. So I'm going to be done. What happened is I tried to remove some of the pink with alcohol here and I overdid it. And so it left me with white. And so I had to add a little bit of yellow with Prismacolor pencil and rubbed the black on it to kind of blend it in a little bit. But that's it. I'm going to stop looking at this or I'm going to be picking at it and I'm going to just go crazy trying to do more or less, remove and put back on. Who knows? So that's it. This journal is not supposed to take long. So anyway, I hope you all are blessed and seek the Lord with all your heart. Seek His kingdom first, and He will be adding everything that you need onto you. Be blessed. Thank you for watching. Come back and see me. Bye-bye.